Hey guys, welcome to the Desert Wine Guys YouTube channel. So today I'm going to start something new. Most of you guys, or a lot of you guys, know that I have a blog, okay, where I review average wines for like the average person, okay. It's usually about $15. Sometimes I'll go up to $25 for a bottle of wine, but most of the time we're talking $10, $15, okay. Just your average wine you can find in the store. Some of them you can find available anywhere, and some of them I get from an online website called Naked Wines. Okay, now I don't get any money from Naked Wines. They're not sponsoring me. They're not endorsing me. Nothing like that. As my dog sneezes, you hear that? So now Naked Wines is just something I happened to come across when I was doing some online wine site reviews, and just fell in love with the site. Really, really nice wines. Again, about $10, $12, and I've been really impressed by quite a few of them actually. So that's where I've been getting a lot of my wines from. I'll also go to a couple of the big warehouse type wine places. Every once in a while, I even get down to Wally World. Okay, they actually have a private reserve, I believe it's called, or a master collection or something like that. That actually pumps out some pretty nice wine. But so what I'm going to do on this site is, from the average guy's point of view, okay, just review some wines, okay. Now, I've been reviewing wine for a while on my blog spot and this YouTube channel, which I kind of slackened up on a little bit. And while I don't have any degrees and I'm not no master or wine reviewer or anything like that, for the most part I do know what I'm tasting, and I do know what I should be expecting from certain varietals of wine, okay. So today we're going to do the 2019 Porta estate bottled Cabernet Sauvignon. Okay. Now I've had this wine, not the same vintage, but I've had this wine once before in the past, and it was so good that I took a couple of bottles and actually put it in my wine cellar that's over here. Okay. The wine cost $19.99. I got it from Total Wines, and I just went down there. I was just looking for a couple of nice cabs, okay, and I picked this one up and I picked another one up as well, which I'll be reviewing also. So now that you guys know where I'm coming from, and I hope you guys can kind of relate to me right now, we're going to go ahead and pour this wine, okay, and I'm going to give you some of my thoughts on it, okay. The wine's from Chile, and again, it's supposed to be a single vineyard, it says, and a Gran Reserve, okay. Now, before I go ahead and actually pour the wine, you guys know that in America, reserve means nothing as far as wine, okay? You can throw that label on any bottle of wine. You could throw it on barefoot and say it's a reserve, okay? Legally, it means nothing, okay? There's a few words that are like that, but reserve happens to be a big one, because you throw reserve on a bottle of wine and everybody thinks, ooh, it's a reserve wine. Most of the time, it means nothing, okay? So let's go ahead and pour this wine and see what we got. All right, so starting off here, it's like a garnet. I know I don't have any white piece of paper here. I'll use my skin. It's a garnet actually. I could just barely see my hand through here, right here. And go ahead and check out what the nose is saying. Okay, so I'm getting some blackberry. I'm getting what appears to be a little bit of spice, almost like a black pepper spice. Definitely getting some oaks, the French oak. And that's pretty much it. So let's go ahead and taste the wine now and see what's going on with it. Okay, so I'm not getting any tannins on the wine. So those of you that are afraid of tannins or don't care for tannins, there's no tannins going on here, at least none that I can pick up. Let me try it again. Maybe, perhaps, but even if you don't like tannins, you're not going to have a problem with this wine. I'm getting some cherry. I'm getting that oak coming through, just slightly though. Okay, it's nothing overbearing. There is some blackberry, but It seems to be a very very mild type of wine, very mild wine. As far as acidity goes, there is some acidity, although again, it's not in your face. It's nothing crazy. I would have to say it's more on the lighter side. Um, yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. You know, whenever I come across a wine like this, it's not a bad wine. It's not a great wine. It's I call it pleasant. It's a pleasant wine. Um, I try to relate my wines to sometimes to when I come across a pleasant wine, I kind of relate it to almost like a pool. Would you present this to people at the pool that aren't really big into like a heavy cab, for instance? Okay, yeah, I would. I really don't find anybody finding anything offensive in this wine, but again, it's nothing special. Let me give it one more sip. Yeah, it's pleasant. It's okay. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. For 20 bucks, let's get it like this. For $20, um, eh, I I could say it's probably overpriced. Okay. This is to me is more of like a $15 bottle of wine. Yeah, you know, it's funny because there is kind of like a sense of a plushness to the wine a little bit. Not like a juicy plushness, but just kind of like a sense of pleasant plushness, if that makes any sense to you. There's nothing spiky in the wine. There's nothing to jerk your palate this way and that way, or nothing to have you sit back kind of in your chair and go, what is that? Oh, that's not, no, that's not this wine. It's just a pleasant wine for $20, and like I said, I believe that's a little overpriced. So, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this first video. And if you have any questions, okay, desertwineguy@gmail.com. And if you're interested in my blog, where I will go ahead and make a complete review of this wine, okay, it's desertwineguy.blogspot.com. So, thanks for checking in and tuning in to my first video. It's really exciting. I'm a little bit nervous here. Oh, by the way, one other thing I do like to do is, it is cork sealed, and it does appear to be a natural cork. It's not a synthetic. So, I'm a big cork lover fan, so I don't like the screw caps or these artificial corks. It's got to be real, okay? And this one does appear to be real. So, that's it, guys. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next video.